Hello everyone and welcome back to the UK National Championship 2016. We are about to enter the top 8. I want to just apologise for the delay. We were having a few issues with deck checks, but now everything seems to be resolved and we're good to go. So for this match we're actually featuring Oliver Newton, who's the defending national champion, and he's just a few matches away from becoming the first UK player to win the UK Nationals 2 years in a row.
Correct, yes. And he's winning it. He is playing with a deck that no one else is playing with currently.
No.
With it being the top 8.
Yes, Domain Monarchs. He
Yes.
ignored all of the XC stuff and he's just playing Domain the way that the deck is. It just seems to overlap the restrictions and it seems to be paying out really well for him.
Yeah. And he's actually come up against a really fantastic matchup for himself here in Sean Spackman, who's playing Phantom Knight's Burning Abyss, because Ollie's just going to be able to turn off that extra deck.
Yeah, there is free main deck Twin Twisters which could come into a factor for Sean, but
Definitely.
we'll see how the match plays out. So let's head to the table and get this game underway. Please ignore that tag on Oliver Newton. It is just Domain Monarchs, not XC Monarchs.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed as soon as we can. There we go.
Alright, and here they go.
So, from 534 duelists, it all comes down to this. There is
Well, no, it
8
doesn't.
duelists.
You can't say that yet. You're only allowed to say that in the final.
Oh, I know. I think I preempted that. Okay, there's 8 duelists left. Forget what I said.
There's 8 guys left and only one of them is coming out
Yeah,
as a winner.
yeah. But in these 8 players, there is the national champion.
Oliver's hand is Max C, Erebus, the Monarch Storm 4th, Domain of the Monarchs, and Kuraz the Light Monarch. And he's going second, so that's actually really good because that Max C is in
Yeah.
play. Speaking of
Ollie's
which,
choosing not to max C here.
Sean's hand consists of 2 Silent Boots, as we've already seen, a Fogblade, a Max C, and I
Tic-Tomborg.
believe- Yeah, that's a Speedroid Tic-Tomborg.
So now he's gonna max C. Wow, Ollie.
No, he's
Choosing-
actually interestingly forced his opponent.
Actually, yeah, Ollie played that perfectly because he needed to draw a card. So, yeah, he waited until that opportunity. Yeah, everyone's saying why not max C? The reason he didn't max C is because there was no effect summons happening during that whole combo up until the Dante mill, and he needed to draw a card here because his hand isn't great right now.
Yeah,
It's really good, just missing a few pieces that would make it playable, essentially.
I mean, he could have maxed as soon as his opponent played the Silent Boots, but then all that happens is Sean says okay, and then
Stop now.
he could stop. I mean, he's probably not likely to. I mean, he'll lose one of his boots, but the boots does something in the graveyard as well, so it's not the worst loss ever. Oliver draws for the turn. He's going to
going
special summon
Mithra.
Mithra, which is also going to take out the Seer. Oh, there is a Maxi.
This is fantastic. Yeah, it's going to take Seer out, and he doesn't actually have any good Burning Abyss monsters in his graveyard yet, I don't think.
Well, he could go Seer, get Graf, then Graf could special summon Skarm, and then Skarm gets destroyed, and then in the end phase he gets a search for Tour Guide for setting up for next turn. The Maxi less effective against the Monarch deck, although we do know that Sean has a Fogblade face down. Yep, and we're going to see that quick chain of multiple Burning Abyss monsters appearing and then being destroyed because there is a token in play, and that token is not a Burning Abyss monster. Oh, he's going to go for Farfa, interestingly. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting because the Max C is currently live, he's going to try and force Oliver into more special summons if he wants to resolve a Monarch summon.
So let's see where Ollie decides to go from here. obviously going to be able to play Domain.
Alright, Stormforth. It's going to be able to take away the Dante. And Erebus.
Probably going to get Fog Bladed.
He's going to add back Graph to his hand for Dante's effect. And Oliver passes. He has a live Domain in the Monarch here, and that token is going to prevent the Running Abyss monsters coming into play.
Yeah. So it's Twin Twisters or bust at this point.
Yeah, otherwise he's going to end up passing his turn because there's absolutely no XE monster he can play, and of course all of his monsters pale in comparison to the Erebus.
Yeah. And in all honesty, even if he does play Twin Twisters, there's only one card on the field. So he's going to summon Graph, use Graph's effect. He's just thinning his deck at this point.
Oh, okay, he's going to use that to remove the tribute summon monster, so he can make an XE summon this turn.
Yeah, that's very clever.
But he used his normal summon up on the Graph, and with that spell or trap face down, he's not going to be able to special summon. But here he goes with Foolish Burial. That's an excellent card in this deck.
Yeah, so he's got quite a lot of options here with this Foolish Burial. He can go with one of the Phantom Knights monsters and banish a trap card for it, or he's gonna just send one of the Burning Abyss monsters. Yeah, so Seer's gonna be able to get a monster. So he's going to revive the Dante with this. Still, I don't see where he was going with that.
He couldn't capitalize on it because he still has that token, so all his Burning Abyss monsters can't be played, and he still has that face down card, and he used up his normal summon, so
I feel like that was a real waste.
A waste of a temporary break, unless he's definitely trying to fin down for the Twin Twister.
Yeah.
But Reinforcements and Army being played, probably to add Edea, the Heavenly Squire, which we see right there for Oliver Newton. Yeah, and the Fogblade is Sean hovers the Fogblade, and he actually does flip it here.
This is a great position for Ollie here. In all honesty, he's got Domain, he's got a Monarch.
Yeah.
There's not much more you want in this matchup.
Well, you can make the attack on the Dante, but Dante will get back, could get back Farfa, and that would free Sean's ability to use the extra deck again.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we're going to see. But that's still going to cause him problems with Burn. He's going to have to normal summon because he controls the Fogblade, and if he wants to use the effect, he can't use the special summon anyway.
Yes, that's a good point. He's going to be wasting. The normal summon's a big deal in this deck.
Yeah, because there's no way he's going to banish the Edea.
No.
To get rid of his Fogblade. Oh, he's going to destroy the token. Okay, so that does free up his ability to play Burning Abyss monsters.
Yeah.
Terra Top going to be able to search for another Speedward card, but Domain is still in play, and it's...
Yeah, take Tomborg probably.
Oh, that's a question, because the Monarch got banished by Farfa. Is it still treated as a tribute to summon monster?
Yes, it is.
Summon memory.
Yeah.
Very complicated game mechanic. Okay, we're going to see Silent Boots banish, which means that Sean is going to be able to search himself up another Fog Blade.
So sorry, I think I might have missed that. What did he get from Terratop?
Terratop?
Tictonbog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I just don't know where he's planning to go with this, because Erebus is there. I don't know why he would get rid of the token at the moment. That was the only thing that was kind of keeping him able to stop Erebus, even just temporarily.
Oh, because Oliver doesn't want to attack while he controls the token, because it's stopping Sean from actually using a huge percentage of his deck. But I think Oliver's going to be ready to push out. I mean, he summoned the EDA last turn. He now still has 2 monsters to tribute. He's going to use Domain's effect to play another Erebus. Erebus's effect. There was Phantom Knight's Wings, which will prevent his Speedroid Terratop being destroyed once by a card effect, but Erebus can go very comfortably shuffle that away if he needs to, or he can just take a card out of his opponent's hand and just go, yeah, here's 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oliver hasn't even seen Pantheism or anything like this yet.
No, in all honesty, he's not doing what Monarch's supposed to be doing. Really, he's meant to be playing all these Pantheisms and Return of the Monarchs and whatever, but he just started with Domain. He started with his Erebus. He doesn't need anything else.
Well, he's going to use Pantheism here, and he's got Pro Monarch in the graveyard. He just hasn't sort of needed to. And here comes the first one.
I must say, like, of all the people that I've ever met in the time that I've played Yu-Gi-Oh, Oliver is one of the people who absolutely would just pick a deck and he will learn that deck to its limits. If he likes this build of Monarchs, then he will play it until he knows exactly how to play it.
Yeah,
it's just the way that it happened last year with Tellarknights. He just tested so much and knew exactly all of his plays.
Probably knew how to play every single 5-card combination in the deck.
Yeah.
And that's not actually an exaggeration.
No.
So Return of the Monarchs.
Yeah, so he's going to start picking up some traction now. I mean, at this point, he's got, it's definitely, there's no kind of board wipes that he has to think about, getting over one particular monster or something. He has to remove Domain.
Maxi being chained to draw 1 card to the Prime Monarch.
Yep.
And it's going to be tributed for...
Kuraz, and then he's going to do the chain links correctly so that he gets to use Return of the Monarch first before it's destroyed by Kuraz.
And then he gets his Ether, which sets him up quite nicely for next turn.
Yep.
Oliver going to be drawing 2 cards and adding a... Yeah, just...
He chose his targets already. I think he just
had to confirm them.
Yeah, he
But
didn't.
he gets 2 cards on ED's effect.
Yeah. So Ollie's now absolutely picking up traction here.
We're going to see 2,800 damage going in. Sean is just...
He's just at the mercy of these Erebuses at this point.
Any 2 of those monsters on the field making direct attacks wins Ollie the game.
Yeah.
Speedroid Terratop being special summon. No more search targets in the deck. Oh, he already has it, so he's going to summon Speedroid.
Yep.
Hindenburg. He sets a card.
And he's just walling up here.
Yeah, that's just reeks
Desperation.
of desperation.
So I think we're going to see the Prime Monarch here. Again,
And
these
Aether.
guys have a really low amount of defense points, so he can just attack over them.
No, he doesn't use it. He's got Mega
See him.
Stylos in his hand.
Thestos as well, yeah. Actually, yeah, if he plays Mega Thestos here, then there's no chance that he could lose because he can't be Twin Twisted.
Yeah, because his opponent can't draw.
Yeah. Like, just doesn't have a...
He doesn't have a card to discard for
Yeah.
him, so yeah. Except if Silent Boots gets banished, he could then get the...
Oh, yeah.
the
Yeah, he
thing.
could
So I don't
search
think
it.
it's quite that simple.
I can't remember how much he's got left in his graveyard. I think he already thinned through all of his Phantom Knights.
Has he
Oh, actually,
used both
if-
of them?
Yeah, I think he already used them. Because we saw 2 Fogblades, didn't we?
I think so, actually.
Unless the card in his hand's a Phantom Knight. So he's going to take the Monarch Stormforth here. Again, he's just going to make his field bigger and bigger so that it requires, less and less turns to get through here. He might even be able to win here, to be honest.
Yeah, if he gets, as I've said before, any combination of the 3 monarchs he has on the field scoring attacks is 5,200 or more.
Yeah, so he's going to tribute 2.
Yeah, so he's going to tribute 2 for Aether. Aether gets another monarch.
Yeah, so he's just going to attack through here.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Sean's going to scoop up his cards, getting absolutely locked out by Domain.
That would have been 5 Monarchs on the board.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
just like the artwork of Domain, where you've got all of them stood there taking orders from Erebus. He's just kind of sat on his throne.
Wow. Yeah, that was. I mean, the thing is, people are saying, oh, he's playing the Domain version. That's so bad. It stops your opponent from playing these particular cards and things like that. But you know what? He chose that. He chose that decision, and everyone else who he's beaten over the course of the weekend made the decision that if they were going to play against Domain, they were going to lose.
Yeah, there's some people writing that off, saying, yeah, we're going to lose game 1, and this is the only Domain Monarch we featured on the stream, and we featured a ton of Monarchs.
It was the most represented deck in the entire tournament.
Yeah.
But I just think that he made the right choice.
It seems to be paying off. If he's here in the top 8, and he's 1 duel away from top 4.
Yeah, I just think anybody who sits and thinks to themselves, okay, I don't mind if my deck's the best of the format. I think I'm going to win on that day.
Well, again, you've got the 2 things to consider. You've got the grand picture, which is the format that the world knows of, and you've got the actual metagame, which is what's actually happening at the tournament.
Yeah.
Because people all have access to the same information that you do, in most cases. They're going to make their own conclusions and will try and step ahead of the curve as well. You've got to give credit to the other competitors. They are going to be trying to get any edge as possible, and moving towards this XE Monarch deck has allowed things like PK, the Phantom Light Burning Abyss deck, to actually exist.
Yeah.
Which the Domain deck punishes severely.
Yeah. I think it's, if you make the decision that you're going to play this deck, then you're going to play this deck. That's it. It's that simple. I will always refer back to there was it might have even been an SJC That's how long ago it was.
Ugh, yeah, we never even had those in Europe.
Yeah, where we had a guy named Hansel Aguero. He played the first ever version of TG Stun. This was a very long time ago, almost 6 months before the first deck was called TG Stun, and he won the whole tournament. His deck was only made to be plants, and he played 12 rounds of plants.
And it worked out.
Yeah, well, that's because his deck beat plants. That's all he played against. Everyone else played plants because it was the best deck.
It was like Ido when he said he was playing his Shadol deck at the European Championships in Dublin, and it was like, I was just expecting to lose, but I just seemed to keep getting all these really good matchups.
Yeah.
There's the handshake, so we're going to see top 5. Sean going to be definitely taking the first turn here. But then again, Sean didn't get very far when he took the first turn last game.
No. It's just one of those situations where I think my deck's the best deck, so I'm going to play that deck.
That seems pretty sound logic. So I'm just going to get photos of the hands coming in right now. We're going to see Sean going turn 1, Terratop, and Ollie not having a max C from what I can see yet. This is Sean's opening hand is Terratop, Silent Boots, Ancient Cloak, Solemn Warning, and he has already drawn the Speedroid Tetonborg.
And Ollie is opened with Domain, 2 Majesty's Fiend, actually 2 Domains, 2 Majesty's Fiend, and Twin Twisters. That's not a good hand.
No, but a single card opens him up to play.
Yep.
And he's got the out to the potential Mask of Restrict.
Yeah.
Which we see 1 going into the graveyard there. And we also see Magic Deflector. And Silent Boots. So Silent Boots can be banished for a Fog Blade, which is going to set Ollie into a little bit of a position, but...
Yeah, so we sort of see here that Sean has opened far stronger than his opening last game. I guess, Oliver didn't have the hand trap. In a situation like this, you just think to yourself, well, Ollie's up a game. His deck's not going to give him hands like this every game.
Yeah, well, we saw Ollie took the very first turn of the tournament and he lost on it. If you remember.
Yeah.
Against his opponent, Jake Quincy.
Yeah.
He just looked at turn 1 and said, yeah, no, that's just not happening.
Speaking of Wayne Pinkney, I actually saw him. I saw him today. He came along not to play. He just wanted to.
He's grown up so much. He looks so weird now.
Wayne looks really, really weird.
It's very well-groomed beard as well.
Yeah.
Twin Twister.
Yeah.
I think he drew Kuraz.
Trying to decide what he wants to discard here.
If he drew Kuraz, I'm pretty sure. Well, I can't really see what it was, but
he's going to ditch one of the Majesty's Fiends.
yeah.
Oh, Ollie drew Stormforth. Well, I guess.
Oh, okay. So yeah, as I said, 1 card, and all of a sudden
drawing Kuraz would be bad, but this is quite good.
Yeah, this is incredibly good because he tributes this. It plays the Majesty's Fiend. Dante doesn't trigger. Plays Domain beats up the other Dante.
Oh yeah.
This is like the equivalent of playing checkers and going king me, as he just throws down this Majesty's Fiend.
Now Sean is top decking.
Yep, and Sean's probably going home.
Oh wow.
Because he can't play any of the Phantom Knights in the graveyard. He's like, Oh no, he's got a face down. Okay, so that's not quite as bad. And Ollie, again, if we still know his hand is pretty vulnerable to any kind of removal on this Majesty's Fiend. It's fragile.
Did you see how delicate that attack was? I've never seen someone attack with a monster so delicately. Is it okay? Is this okay?
It's certainly not okay for Sean, but Ollie knows that this is he needs to draw some gas here.
Yeah. I mean,
here we go. Now he's going to be able to start getting somewhere. I think he just drew Twin Twisters.
Oh, there's a Stormforth. Oh, there is a Twin Twisters.
Yeah, and he can banish the Pantheism to get himself the Prime Monarch, use the Twin Twisters, take out the 2 cards.
Discarding the Prime Monarch.
Yep, and Ollie's in business.
He is absolutely in business. Oh, wow. Majesty's Fiend.
2 of them, but it's just the fact that
Wow.
he off the top rips the Storm Forth when having no live plays whatsoever, and all of a sudden Sean's board falls apart into top decking mode.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, and if you think about it, like the
He's
master,
not even seen the Twin Twisters yet.
yeah,
Sean has not seen the Twin Twisters yet. He's still thinking, okay, at least I've got some cards.
and you got to remember that there's also the Master Restrict and Magic Deflector both got sent away by Dante.
Yeah.
And either of these cards would have prevented this from happening. Twin Twister. Oh, actually, interesting. He discards the Storm Forth and not the Prime Monarch.
Oh wow, and both of those were an out for the Majesty's Fiend.
Oh wow, that is savage.
That is
Because
so brutal.
either of those 2 cards would have turned off the Majesty's Fiend and would have allowed Sean to carry on.
Well, he'd have still been under domain, but still it'd have been a better situation.
Any situation is better than this. And here we go. He's going to start now actually using the Prime Monarch's effect to
Start drawing cards.
to start drawing cards to filter his hand.
We've got all the shutters closed, and we just saw Woodhouse walk past, and he was just a reflection. He was just a shadow moving through the window.
He has the weirdest creeping stance, honestly.
Yeah, he does.
It's like one of the Lonely Island
Damn it,
videos, and you
Woodhouse.
just see him sort of sneaking past the window. The Creep, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
God, Woodhouse, you're letting us down. Ugh.
Well, back to Majesty's Fiend land.
I'm always wondering if when Sean got Twin Twisted there, if like the wah 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 tune just went off in his head, because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, this is just, Oliver played the right deck. I think just deck building won this game.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like everyone else was trying to be super creative, and Oliver was like, no, this is how I want to play the deck, how it's supposed to be played, or at least.
That's not going to happen.
But then he's not, he's still again sitting on this fragile Majesty's Fiend. So the game isn't technically over yet, but every turn that Sean fails to answer this Majesty's Fiend, Oliver gets more and more cards to eventually put himself in a position where he can actually deal with whatever counter Sean puts up.
Yeah.
Because there are 2 Fog Blades in the graveyard for bringing back Phantom Knight monsters, so there can be some quick exit plays if he can get the Majesty's Fiend off the field.
Yeah. I think Ollie just needs something to be able to summon any monster. Yeah, so MST, he might as well.
Do you need any more spelling trap removal at this
Yeah.
point? Hey, it's Prohibition. You know what I mean? Could they call that on? Twin Twisters a couple of turns ago. Oh, he's tributing the Majesty's Fiend for Ether. And now he's going for game.
Of course, yeah.
But now hold on, he's got 2 Fog Blades in the graveyard, so if he's got any Phantom Knights, he will be able to block these attacks. So it's
Well, he would have been able to do that the whole time if he had any.
This is sure. I don't know if he still has them, but
Yeah, he might have word. Yeah, so let's see if he actually has any here. But still, he's under domain.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Sean's deck to see if he had any dark holes or anything in there, but no, he literally just has the Regeki. But he does have the Magic Deflector, which can turn off the domain for a turn, but I see, here we go.
Okay,
So he has to
does
make
have-
the emergency block.
He has one.
Yeah, so that's going to get banished if it's destroyed. And then the second one is going to connect and leave Sean on a
400.
sparse 400 life points. Now, there are at least 4 completely blank card draws in his deck because of the Solemns. There's quite a few life cards here. Like, he could just top the Tour Guide. He has... he would have sided out the Garmacell. Oh, sorry, no, that's Graf, not Garmacell. Sorry. It's,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really matters here. He can't play anymore. He's under domain. He can't Twin Twisters. He doesn't play MST.
yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't actually play MST. There's no possible out for him to draw really here, unless he just stalls with another monster.
That's going to be short-lived. The Erebus is going to take Sean draws 1 card. Erebus takes 1 card.
Yeah.
And even if there is a Regeki, I'm pretty sure at this point there's another Prime in the graveyard for Oliver to just bring back the Prime, and the Prime can win on its own.
Yeah. He's taking his time here. He's just playing all the right moves.
Well, he doesn't know his opponent's deck list. We have it in front of us, so we can see that this thing is...
Yeah, Ollie's just making sure that he's got absolutely everything he needs. Sean is in really tough position here.
Tough. Like, I don't think the King of Games himself could draw out of this with this list.
Oh, Cards of Sanctity.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. Of course he would.
He would draw a Card of Sanctity.
That's exactly what would happen.
Draw Exodia.
Off all 5 draws. 5 Exodia pieces.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. No, they may be a bit wet.
Oh, because, boats and stuff.
Even the air conditioning is telling us about this game right now. Yeah, he's just making sure that whatever he can do.
Yeah, he doesn't want to throw the game,
no.
Especially when he's in such a comfortable position.
He can summon an Erebus here. I don't know if he has another. If he has another trap card.
He's reading Storm Forth Tenacity. So it's like, yeah, your monster is going somewhere.
Yeah. So
there's one more Fogblade, but that's not enough. There's two monsters to attack. And, well, the face down monster could be Seer?
It's going to get shuffled away. He's going to shuffle away the face down monster.
No, but
block.
If he Storm Forces his opponent's monster.
Right, yeah. He'll shuffle away whatever Seer gets.
Whatever it targets, yeah, because you can target the graveyard with Erebus.
Yeah.
No, tribute, trigger, and then shuffle it away. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yep. Sorry, Sean, if you do watch this, it does sound like we've been overly harsh to you on this, but this match is just simply not gone your way. Oliver's just his deck here. It's
done what it's meant to do.
It's pretty much by the book. There's nothing really crazy fancy in here. He's not trying to do anything super cute. It's literally, this is the concept, this is my game plan, and this is execution, and it's just working out perfectly for him. He's going to shuffle away a Phantom Knights, so there's no opportunity to block. And Oliver Newton goes 2-0 into the top 4. Wow. That's the way the deck. That's just the way the deck's supposed to work, and it just paid out. You don't need
these cards. Just did exactly what
he didn't need all the fancy extra deck stuff
no.
in there. We've seen some of these plays have been huge, and they've allowed players to make lots of plays that they wouldn't normally be able to play in Monarchs. But Ollie shows that you don't need it.
No,
here he is in the top, about to move into the top 4.
Yeah, that was just spectacular. The deck just performed exactly as it was supposed to, even in a hand where he was really struggling with those 5 cards. The 6th card just completed everything. It just fell into place.
It just literally went king me as he drops the Majesty's Fiend, runs over both the Dantes, and all of a sudden Sean goes from a very comfortable start to I can't play.
We were even saying during Sean's turn, wow, this is a really strong start.
Yeah,
but not against that.
Again, PK Fire worst matchup is Domain Monarch from what I can tell.
Yeah.
So guys, we're gonna take a quick break when we get ready for the top 4. We're not actually gonna have an interview because we have already actually interviewed Oliver, and I'm sure we're gonna see him again in the finals at this rate. So don't go too far. We'll be back with the top 4 very, very soon.
Cheap.